Hello there everybody, my name is Bones, but as always, you can call me Jesse, and I just want to kind of give an explanation as to why I dropped off the face of the earth right after I hit 200 subscribers. So, as you can see in this little clip I made right here, I am encountering fucking horrible stick drift. I got it like a few days after I made that special, and you can see it a bit in the stick drift with the squirrel girl, but fuck, it is bad now. So, I can't play any games, so all of the games, aside from the Batman fan dubs, Telltale Walking Dead I want to do eventually, and Dispatch, which I will be finishing, I can't do any games until I get the controller fixed. I tried ordering one off of Amazon, but for some unknown reason, every controller I try and buy off of Amazon, it's just stuck on shipping. I don't know why, I don't know how, it just will not move past the shipping stage. And I've tried canceling it and buying a different controller, and the same issue is happening there. So I will try my best to try and mitigate this as best I can. For now, I have swapped the left and right sticks of my controller, so at the very least, I can use it for media and stuff like that, and like games like Dispatch, like I said. But this is very much an issue, and it is very much annoying. But uploads will be continuing further on forth, and it will be a combination of voice acting skits because I have that fixed up now on my computer, and reactions. So I apologize for the kind of dropping off without any notice. It will not happen again. I promise. I will try to keep that promise. So, without further ado, let's get into the death battle. Hello there everybody, my name is Bones, but as always, you can call me Jesse, and welcome back to another death battle reaction. Today, everyone, we have Katsuki Bakugo versus Reze. I do not know her last name. My Hero Academia versus Chainsaw Man. Now, I know I said in the intro, I am sorry for my drop-off, but again, I would just like to say, I'm sorry, and it will not happen again without proper heads up. So, without further ado, if you guys do enjoy my content, please, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. The like goal for today will be, as always, until we beat it, 50 to 100 likes. And in the comments down below, tell me how I did, tell me how I can improve, and as always, just tell me how the video was. I know nothing about Chainsaw Man as I have not watched the show yet. I'm more of a My Hero Academia fan, so in the comments down below, tell me all of the facts and fun facts about Chainsaw Man that you want, and I will more than likely converse with you and hang out a bit. So, without further ado, let's get into this.
Well,
oh, they have plushies.
Look who's here.
Oh, hey, pixel art. Devil Artemis may have left, but they still got good animators.
Reze, the god of explosions versus the bomb devil. He's Wiz and I'm
okay, so it's gonna be a toss-up for this because if they're using like all of the current feats from Bakugo, then Reze. But the thing is, Chainsaw Man characters are also fucking ridiculous. I remember that Gojo versus Makima fight. So, the devil that's supposed to be like the incarnation of explosions as a concept, yeah, that makes me a bit worried for King Explosion Murder over here. I refuse to call him Dynamite, that's way too cool for him.
To analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
I like My Hero Academia, but boy do I think Bakugo's a dickhead.
Wiz, there's nothing like the smell of napalm in the morning, the rush of the shockwave, the flash of combustion. I love it when stuff goes boom.
And no one knows that feeling
Bakugo
better
first.
than Katsuki Bakugo.
When your name literally means
25? Okay, so they're... Okay, so we're doing time skip Bakugo feats. Huh. Like winning, blowing stuff up, Kirishima. Bombshell hero. Great explosion, murder god. Dynamite's way too simple for him. Great explosion, murder god is fucking right up Bakugo's alley.
No wonder he was born with the quirk, explosion. It lets Bakugo create humongous kabooms from his palms. I can only dream of having hands that rad.
Quirks are genetic superpowers that most humans are born with.
This
Bakugo
world is
inherited his
literally
quirk
just
from
the
his parents.
X-Men, but
Specifically,
flipped.
It was a combination of his father's combustible acid sweat
Ew.
and his mother's glycerin skin secretions.
Making Bakugo's sweat basically
Nitroglycerin.
And the more he sweats, the bigger the booms. His parents basically made the perfect kid, absolutely oozing with shonen main character energy.
Fucking Endeavor literally abusing his children into having the fucking right quirks with genetic testing and all that weird shit. In comes Captain Dickhead over here.
Bakugo felt similarly, so much so that he started bullying his childhood friend who happened to be born without a quirk.
Yeah, okay, he's kind of a snot-nosed turd sometimes, but
Kind
come on,
of.
Wiz, the kabooms! They're so cool.
Quirks are a natural biological feature of a person's body. In the same way that we don't really think about walking or breathing, Bakugo's explosions became like any other limb, especially with his rigorous training.
Bakugo quickly picked up on how to use his explosions to obliterate anything in sight, block attacks, launch himself around, and quickly
Okay, I will admit though, Bakugo has like the most cool way of flying.
And despite getting this
What was
incredibly
that?
Launch himself around and quickly maneuver in midair at hypersonic speeds, which requires a ton of focus and on-the-fly calculations.
Oh, so he's
despite
like
getting this
smart.
incredibly dangerous quirk when he was 4, he somehow never killed himself or anyone else that we know of. Bakugo
Yeah,
was
that we know
truly a
of.
prodigy, destined for greatness.
And his only goal was to surpass Japan's numero uno superhero and his personal idol, All Might. In Bakugo's mind, the only person who wins no matter what. Absolute victory. No problem for the main character.
Except Katsuki wasn't the protagonist that he
Yeah.
thought he was. That would be Izuku Midoriya. the quirkless
Main
child
character
Bakugo
syndrome,
bore.
but sidelined to
He was
side
threatened by
character.
Izuku's tenacity despite being quirkless.
Really? That crybaby's the main character? Well, Bakugo's inferiority complex would only get worse when Deku somehow landed a quirk that was just as cool, and both were accepted to the same superhero high school, UA High.
Yeah.
There he would learn to be a superhero.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I clicked circle by accident instead of X. I'm fucking idiot. Okay, so let's see what the fuck he can actually do. Those bracers. I think those bracers are gonna be the one thing that's gonna put Reze out of her misery, because those things pack a fucking punch. Supportive gear. Suppressive heavy mobile unit? What the fuck is that? Yeah, he has grenades, grenade bracers, turbo speed, stun grenade, exploding A-pult, and howitzer. Yeah, howitzer impact and just the unpinning the grenade gauntlets, they're gonna kill Reze. Also, I love the fact that his gauntlets are just frag grenades. I fucking love that design element of him. That is by far my favorite gauntlet design I've ever seen.
Focusing his blasts into armor-piercing shots, or making a big-ass tornado of death.
The howitzer impact involves Bakugo spinning himself in midair with his explosions,
God.
building up a tremendous amount of swirling oxygen, and then igniting it all for one hell of a boom.
He's pretty smart when it comes to strategizing mid-fight. He even developed new techniques for his quirk faster than Deku did.
UA High also aided Bakugo's development by preparing him with his iconic Grenadier bracers, gauntlets that allow him to store up his sweat, gross, for prolonged bouts, or to release all of it at once in a single massive blast.
He's also got his hero suit, which helps him sweat faster in order to build up stronger attacks. Or the Strafe Panzer.
What the fuck is that? Okay, I will admit I have not watched the final season of My Hero Academia. What the fuck is that?
He's also got his hero suit, which helps him sweat faster in order to build up stronger attacks. Or the Strafe.
Bitch, that's just a war machine apparatus. You stole that shit from Tony. Okay, noted. I need to get back into My Hero. Holy shit.
Panzer, these badass turrets mounted to his back that store his sweat as ammo. With all of that, it wasn't long before Bakugo made his hero debut, called the Bombshell Hero, Great Explosion Murder God, Dynamite. I dig it. The more colons, the merrier.
But despite some early wins, Bakugo failed to live up
Yeah,
to his
he's a
own
fucking
sky-high
psychopath.
expectations. He had the makings of a great hero, if only he could get out of his own way and put the team before his ego.
Especially when he was kidnapped by the League of Villains, ultimately leading Bakugo to blame himself for All Might's retirement. Something needed to change.
So he vented his frustrations in a slugfest with Deku and realized something crucial. That the kind of absolute victory that defined All Might wasn't victory for himself.
It was victory for others.
Everyone.
He was starting to become the prodigy everyone knew he could be. I mean, hell, even while he was unconscious, he kept analyzing the fight he was in and coming up with counters. Somehow,
Bakugo's powerful enough to
I'm not entirely sure how the fuck that worked.
Fast enough to keep up with villains like Shigaraki, who can catch light beams, and tough enough to survive, well,
being dead?
Yeah.
You heard us. Bakugo was killed, dead as a doornail. And then a single bead of sweat floating through his bloodstream detonated and restarted his heart. If
I'm
that
not
isn't
even sure how the fuck that worked. It was explicitly...
main character plot armor, I don't know what is.
his stamina is perhaps the craziest thing about him. After all, he is tanking the recoil of all
Yeah.
of his explosions.
Even with the overuse of his blasts literally tearing his body apart, he kept trying to make him stronger, and eventually his quirk awakened.
Essentially, when a quirk evolves to become stronger. Now, by condensing his explosions into smaller and more powerful clusters,
What?
Bakugo could enhance all of his techniques.
Oh,
Like the
that's how
Howitzer
that
Impact
shit
Cluster,
works.
A stunning achievement in the field of explosionology, or kaboom theory for the layman.
Powerful enough to shatter the side of a mountain
God!
or blow apart Uehai itself. Judging by the school's size, we can estimate Bakugo's Howitzer Impact Cluster yielded over 300 kilotons of TNT.
Oh.
Given Bakugo's whole deal is explosions, it makes sense to science out what a ton of TNT actually is.
Okay. They're finally actually fucking making this. I'm not gonna lie, this has been like a worm in the back of my fucking head for like the last little bit of like, okay, but like what exactly is that in terms of like visual scale?
It's literally the energy contained in 1,000 kilograms of trinitrotoluene.
A chemical compound composed of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon.
That's the recipe for kabooms. Now, imagine a
You're
pile
often
of
used in the
TNT
real world
as
to describe
big
energy combined in a high yield explosive. Oh!
as the Empire State Building, blowing up all at once.
How
That's
much?
Bakugo- That's the recipe for kabooms. Now, imagine a pile of TNT as big as the Empire State
Oh.
Building, blowing up all at once. That's Bakugo's Howitzer Impact Cluster.
And these explosions can launch him so fast, it's like time stands still around him.
Like we
Huh?
covered a huge part of this city in a fraction of a second. Almost 400 times the speed of sound.
And that's not
Okay.
all. Now he can detonate his sweat remotely and from all over his body, not just his palms.
Like
With all
Gambit,
of
but
this
more
crazy
gross.
bullshit, Bakugo became one of the strongest heroes on Earth, enough to battle and defeat All Might's lifelong
God!
nemesis, all for one. Yeah, that's right, the main villain, who's the protagonist now, Deku.
Bakugo literally and figuratively surpassed his childhood idol and proved his mettle as a hero.
Number 5 on the rankings and rising. Not bad, Kachan.
But more
Hey,
important
hold
than
on.
proving it to
I'm
his
not that
friends,
big of.
to All
Hold
Might,
on. Let me see that. Let me see that a
idol,
bit better.
And proved his mettle
I'm
as
not
a
a fan of the smaller gauntlets. I wish they kept like the frag grenade look.
hero.
Number 5 on the rankings and rising.
I get the whole like
Not bad,
modern
Kachan.
impact grenade
more
look, but
important
I
than proving
liked
it to
the
his
frag
friends,
grenade.
To All Might, or even to Deku, he proved it to himself.
Yeah, whatever. Take that, losers! Sickest quirk in the world over here! Dynamite! Dynamite!
It does.
Dynamite!
It does fit that that fucking boomstick loves
Yes,
Kachan.
What happened to you? You look funny and squishy.
I'm over here, Boomstick. That's the new Death Metal plushie from YouTube's, and it's available to order right.
Oh, like the one they made of me a year ago. You got jealous, didn't you?
What? No, mine's way cuter. Look at it, and you can get one by clicking the link.
Ah, they forgot to color one of your arms.
Boomstick, I have a metal arm. I always have. Oh, and if you
But it's on the
there's a
wrong
chance you might
side.
get a special version
Wait,
with a gold
wait a
arm.
minute. Wait, but it's on the wrong side.
Wiz, what happened to you? You look funny and squishy.
I'm over here, Boomstick.
Wait, but it's on the wrong side.
That's the new Death Metal plushie from YouTube's, and it's available to order right.
Oh, like the one they made of me a year ago. You got
I mean, they got
jealous,
his leg
didn't you?
right.
What? No,
Or
mine's
did
way
they?
cuter. Look at it, and you can get one by clicking the link.
Ah, they forgot to color one of your arms.
Boomstick, I have a metal arm.
I can't remember if
I always
Boomstick's
have.
left leg or
Oh,
his
and if you
right leg
order,
was the
there's a chance You
shotgun.
might get a special version with a gold arm.
That's actually kind of awesome.
You definitely want one.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I do, okay? Shut up about it.
Click the link below to order one for yourself. It's only available for a limited time, and after that, it will never be available again. So don't miss out.
Well, go check that out, everyone. I'm not sponsored, but
Death,
it's cool.
War, famine, conquest. Humanity has been plagued by all
Yeah,
manner of
okay,
ills
Chainsaw
since they
Man
first
is
crawled out
fucking
of the primordial
weird.
ooze.
So,
In the world
let's
of
see what
Chainsaw
this
Man,
is.
There is nothing to fear but fear itself.
Because fear itself is real, and they're called devils.
Literally devils from hell. These monstrous beings are the
Oh.
living embodiments of humanity's worst nightmares, and their power is directly proportional to that fear.
So the chicken devil might be so weak you could keep him as a class pet, like,
Oh.
you know, a chicken. But what about the bat devil, or the ghost devil, or the devil embodying man's fears of one of the greatest weapons it's ever created, the bomb devil?
Little is
Oh
known
my
about the
God.
origins of the Bomb Devil's current host, Reze, if that even is her real name.
She might look cute and kawaii.
Bomb Devil Hybrid, 5.5. Soviet Union. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Russian goth woman. Shut up, people in the comments.
But she's actually a Soviet assassin trained from birth to be one of the deadliest killers on the
Damn.
planet. Basically a Black Widow. A cold and lonely existence for anyone, but quadruply so in a world as effed up as this.
But all Reze wanted was a safe, normal, quiet life. As much a
Aw.
fable to her as Aesop's country mouse.
Too bad! You are now a walking, talking explosive. Have fun.
At some point, the girl known as Reze was implanted with a fragment of the Bomb Devil and became a
I-
hybrid. A human possessing a devil's powers without sacrificing their humanity, transforming their body into a living
Oh.
weapon.
As a hybrid, Reze's strength and speed are way crazier than a normal human's.
What in
And
the
with her
fuck
martial
is that
arts training,
outfit?
she's a force to be reckoned with up close. Also, Wiz, check out the bomb for a head.
Someone like Reze would eat you alive,
Oh.
literally. Should devils like Reze take any damage whatsoever, they can heal by consuming blood.
And that lets hybrids survive some pretty insane stuff, like having their limbs torn off, getting bisected clean in half,
Damn.
or being roasted alive. Just slurp some blood and they're good as new.
Especially useful considering the Bomb Devil's primary ability is literally blowing herself up. Reze can emit explosions from any surface of her body, even tearing off limbs and
It's a
turning them
good. Oh my god. It's a good design. Is the dress could have had a back, is all I'm saying. The dress could have had a back. It could have been a full dress and not some weird fucking like white det cord wire apron looking thing.
into bombs that she can detonate at will.
God.
Damn, that's hardcore. She can use these blasts to jet through the sky at hypersonic speeds, maneuver and redirect herself in midair, and enhance the strength and speed of her blows.
Or Reze can send sparks that can ignite the atmosphere in explosions that tear
Fuck.
apart entire cities. Making herself stronger, the more fear her wanton destruction creates.
As long as the area around her is dry enough to maintain ignition, Reze can create as many explosions as she
I
wants.
mean, okay, so
non-stop.
She can even
if the atmosphere is dry enough, so that is a weak. Are her fingers actually fucking dead cords? That is cool. I'm not gonna lie.
turn her own body into different types of real-world bombs to massively enhance their power.
Like transforming her leg into a torpedo or her apron into dynamite. Every single
It is an
inch of
apron.
Reze is a living weapon.
This made her feared across the devil world as one of their mightiest warriors, and the perfect choice to assassinate Japan's newly acquired devil hybrid, Chainsaw Man.
My name is
Oh, god damn it.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
See,
Okay, and we are back. My god, minute-long ads are a goddamn hell.
you might not think chainsaws are all that scary, at least not compared to bombs, but the Chainsaw Devil is special.
Any devil the Chainsaw Devil consumes becomes deleted from
Yeah,
reality,
that.
retroactively erased from humanity's collective
I don't
consciousness.
I don't understand
chainsaws were for
how.
boring stuff like trees or Texas massacres. Silly me.
This ability makes the Chainsaw Devil the most important being alive and
Oh.
invaluable for any global power to control.
Except instead of meeting the fearsome chainsaw of legend, Reze met Denji, a dumb, horny
Oh.
teenage boy just looking for someone, anyone, to love.
And for once, Reze actually hesitated. Rather than immediately kill her target, she got to know him and found they weren't so different.
Oh.
Both were used as tools of the state, as weapons of war rather than people. A kindred spirit in a hostile
Aw.
world, Denji wanted to drink
This
up
is
as
gonna
much
go
of the
fucking
excitement of
horrible,
life
isn't
as he
it?
could. The town mouse to her country mouse.
And thankfully, he was super easy for a pretty face to manipulate.
It wouldn't be the only time.
Reze's nothing if not professional, and she gave Denji one parting gift to teach him the way devils did battle before he died.
As the embodiment of one of the deadliest weapons known to man, Reze's power is off the charts, capable of creating an explosion more than 400 meters in
Holy
diameter.
fuck.
That's over 4 football fields long.
To have a blast that size, you'd need to be exploding with over 2 kilotons of TNT.
More than comparable to nuclear weapons, which is really impressive considering Reze is not the devil of nuclear bombs. That's
What?
apparently an entirely separate thing.
Despite her bombs
What?
being technically
Wait. Okay. So, nuclear weapons is different from bomb devil. I mean, yeah, I guess so, because nuclear weapons covers a lot more than just bombs.
conventional, they're just that strong.
Likely comparable to other powerful devils like the Gun Devil, who could travel across the world and kill millions of people in 5 minutes.
That'd be over 500 times the speed of sound.
She's even stronger than the Typhoon Devil, a sentient city-spanning storm.
Holy
The literal
shit.
copy baby to her hydrogen bomb.
Unfortunately for Reze, Denji took her lessons to heart and proved he was more than a fitting host for the Chainsaw Devil.
He whooped her ass, but spared her life, just in case her seduction wasn't a total act after all.
But it wasn't meant to be. Whether Reze chose the safe life of the country mouse or the exciting life of the town mouse, there are hungry cats everywhere.
Oh, Makima.
Fuck, I was
what would
right.
give to find someone to kill you.
Reze's dreams of freedom were never realized. She simply changed hands from one cold, unfeeling entity to another. And this time, there was no escape. She was a weapon, a symbol of man's bottomless capacity for malice and self-destruction.
A living bomb.
Well, okay.
The battle's about to start, and I hope you've got something good.
Actually, yeah, this works perfectly as a fucking thumbnail. And there we go.
To hear these kabooms with, like our sponsor, Raycon.
That's right, Boomstick. I've been
I
using
don't
Raycon.
need to because I already have my own headphones, but if you guys want to go and get that, feel free.
Death Battle Raycon, we wouldn't be able to have these amazing animations without you.
Go to buyraycon.com.
Yeah, man. Okay, so I'm still confident Bakugo is going to win this. I still have confidence in my boy. Come on, King Explosion Murder God. Okay. There's no 3D animation without Devil Artemis, but these sprites are really good.
Better villains than you have tried, lady. You tell your bosses that after I send you back in a coffin!
How would I tell them that if I was already dead? Wow, you're quick.
Shut up and die!
Yeah, there's no manipulation with this fucker. This bitch is violent sexual. Oh, that's cool. Moisture.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, and that's going to make mist. It's haha moisture, bitch. Fuck you.
Move it or lose it, people.
Save me, Dynamite!
Let go of me.
Oh no.
Leave them out of this.
Oh god, the gauntlet. Okay. Come on, Bakugo!
It's worth Dynamite. Your blood was delicious.
Awakening!
You bit off a bit more than you could chew. My blood isn't the only thing you drank. It's my sweat you should worry about, dumbass!
Oh, yes! Die, you fuck! Come on. Oh, he can outspeed it.
Victory! Howitzer! Impact! Cluster!
Yes! Holy shit!
Scratch that. Not enough for a coffin.
KO!
And that is a wonderful way to actually come back to Death Battle with a fucking win and a landslide win at that. I knew base Bakugo would have an issue, but the second I saw those awakening feats, yeesh.
Denji, we're so sorry to hear about your girlfriend that passed away. She gets 5 big booms. Boom! Boom!
Please just shut up. On the surface, these two seemed evenly matched. So let's break this fight down into 3 categories: their speed, their stamina,
Oh,
and their
Bakugo
firepower.
far
First
outspeeds.
up, let's talk speed.
Both Bakugo and Reze could rocket through the sky at hypersonic speeds and maneuver and redirect themselves on a dime in the middle of fights. To the casual observer, at least, they'd seem to be on par with each other.
So we have to look at the people they've fought to compare.
Reze has battled Chainsaw Man, who could match and defeat someone using the Gun Devil's power.
The same gun devil that could literally fly around the world, killing millions of people at over 500 times the speed of sound.
Yeah.
Impressive, but compare that to Bakugo fighting Shigaraki, who could react fast enough to catch light beams
Immediate
with his bare hands.
fucking
That's over 1,000
landslide.
times faster. And that was before Bakugo's quirk awakening that made him even faster than that.
With reaction speed of that caliber, there's little chance Reze could ever get the drop on Bakugo, and would likely be forced to play catch-up in a duel. Speed goes
I will admit though, the human, like using the human as like a fake out, that was a fucking smart move. I will
to
admit, that is a
However,
smart
speed
fucking
doesn't matter
move.
if one couldn't truly hurt the other. A big part of this fight is their stamina.
Bakugo's durability is mind-boggling. He's survived being impaled through the torso and has even brought himself
Yeah, he
back
has
to
fucking
life.
Viltrumite level
Like
stamina,
Reze,
I'm
his
not even gonna
stamina
lie.
does eventually hit a limit. Every explosion he makes whittles him down just a little bit more and uses up more and more of his sweat. Without a break, he can eventually run out.
Whereas Reze can effectively create bombs without respite and from a distance.
I mean,
Unlike
yeah,
Bakugo, who usually likes to get up close and personal.
Furthermore, her devil hybrid physiology gives her an actual regenerative healing factor,
yeah.
allowing her to shrug off the same kind of mortal blows that would eventually kill Bakugo, main character plot armor or not.
If this ever became a war of attrition, Reze had it
Okay,
in
a
the
war of
bag.
attrition,
Stamina goes to Reze.
but
However, it's unlikely it would ever get to that point. The biggest factor in this fight was always going to be their raw firepower.
and okay, Reze can match nukes. I'm not denying that. Bakugo can match people that can change the entire fucking climate of the surrounding area. There's nuke level, and then there's putting in so much force you cause genuine geographical change in the sky and land you are surrounded in.
Explosions! First, we gotta compare their two biggest blasts, Reze's nuclear light bomb against Denji versus Bakugo's howitzer impact cluster.
And the difference is obvious. Based on calculating their sizes, Bakugo's 300 kiloton explosion was over 100 times more powerful than Reze's 2 kiloton blast.
But that's not all. Remember the Typhoon Devil?
Coughing baby or not, to create a storm big enough to cover Tokyo's over 2,000 square kilometers, he'd have to be generating more than 400 kilotons of TNT.
Greater than Bakugo, right? But that's not all. Again, Bakugo's howitzer impact once shattered the size of this big-ass mountain, and despite being earlier on in the series, it was ginormous, almost 3 kilometers in radius.
Or just over 2 megatons of TNT.
When was
5
this?
times more powerful than the Typhoon Devil, and way beyond anything we've seen Reze do.
And
Holy
this was Bakugo
shit.
before reaching his full power in his fight against All for One. Bakugo takes the final edge in explosions.
Yeah.
And remember, Bakugo withstands the recoil of all his blasts. So even though Reze had greater stamina, Bakugo was more than tough enough to hang on and get his kill
stamina,
shot,
then
especially with his
durability.
superior speed.
Reze just didn't have anything to really damage him.
With enough damage. Hell, she needed to drink blood a couple times against Denji just to keep fighting.
Against someone as fast and powerful as Bakugo.
And then, yeah, it's also the fact that his sweat would be in his blood, literally just popping inside of him, keeping him alive. I'm still not getting over how fucking stupid that is. But eating the blood just kind of sealed her fate, because...
She would not get the
All
chance
right,
to
who do
heal
we have
consistently,
next?
or perhaps at all.
And what happens when devils die? They Bakugo to hell.
The winner is Katsuki Bakugo.
Bombshell, hero, great explosion, murder, god, dynamite. Next
All right,
time
who do we have
on
next?
Death Battle.
We have... Mr. Incredible? Who? Oh my god. It's another army. It's another army very... Oh my god, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. If you guys do enjoy my content, and if you guys want me to react to that shit...
Eventually.
Okay, I have now calmed down. If you guys do enjoy my content, as I said in the intro, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. In the comments down below, tell me how I did, tell me how I can improve, and most of all, just tell me how the video was. I am extraordinarily happy and excited for this, but if Mega Man has the serum that just gives Metro Man powers, not entirely sure how that's gonna work. Because Metro Man doesn't really have a weakness. Because he lied about the whole zinc shit. But anyways, I will talk to you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good day.